Every October 15th is the International Day of Rural Women, a day set aside by the United Nations to recognize contributions of women in remote places to national developments across the world. This year's theme is Rural Women Cultivating Good Food for All. In light of this, Just Nigeria's Vivian Oguche speaks to women, changemakers in Nigeria's food value chain, and highlights some challenges rural women farmers face in Oyo, Nasarawa, and Plateau states.
No farmer, no nation. No farmer, no food on the table.
From the farthest north to remotest south of Nigeria, the face of farming is female. This year's International Day of Rural Women highlights the essential role that rural women and girls play in the food systems of the world. Rural women ensure food security for their communities and strengthen economies. Yet, gender inequalities such as discriminatory laws and social norms restrict their full potential. Canning Isaac Daffel is a civil servant turned farmer in Nukis village, Gwangfan district of Jos Plateau State, north-central Nigeria. Canning says she turned to farming almost 11 years ago because her monthly salary couldn't sufficiently feed her household.
I see without food in the home, it is a problem.
Miriam Jasper is a woman of few words. She has been farming for 10 years now.
No fertilizer, plenty, just manager.
Rita Dangat and Saratu Apollos are internally displaced persons who fled from the crisis in Mango local government area of Plateau State. Farming has become their only means of survival.
Sometimes the farmland is big that 1 or 2 people cannot farm it. So it takes you like 1 to 2 weeks before you finish just one part.
The major challenge for Esther Dansidi Gabu and many farmers like her here in Anguanism area of Kefi, Nasarawa, another north-central Nigerian state, is infrastructure. To get to her farm, Esther crosses a river and walks for 6 hours to and from the farm daily, all the while nursing a baby.
The baby will be crying, and it's me that will still leave the farm and still attend to the baby before I will still continue.
In Okeo, deep in the hinterlands of southwestern Oyo State, Felicia Awolola says insecurity is one of the greatest challenges farmers face.
Àkókò tá máa kó lóko yẹn làwọn máa gbẹ̀yìn. Tó máa lọ sí di oko tá ń dá. Tó máa ń jẹ nǹkan wa.
Táwọn katakata bá bá wa jẹ, àtìlẹ́ni bá wa ró, fúnra wa là ń mọ́kọ́, àròwóró ògùn láti fi sí oko.
In Ota, a border community in southwestern Ogun State, Kudiratu Ojomo and a group of other farmers continue to farm into the night, insistent on completing their tasks.
Ó fún wa ní odidi tractor, bọ́n tẹ̀ fún wa ní ẹyọ kan, inú wa máa dùn sí. Ara àwọn ẹ̀ náà ni àwọn herbicide ẹ rí pé bá a bá ti fín herbicide pé kó bá a pa àwọn oko tí ó fẹ́ bo èrè mọ́lẹ̀, àwa gan alára ní jókòó sílé.
Kabir Ibrahim, the president of All Farmers Association of Nigeria, sums it all up in 2 words: double jeopardy.
Sometimes their husbands tend to kill their enthusiasm by asking them to do other things. tend for the house and all that, leaving the farms. And this is very crucial.
However, Oluyemisi Iranloye has shattered the glass ceiling to emerge a major player in the industry.
Cumulatively, we have a 35,000 metric tons facility that supply different products to multinationals all the year round, working with about 10,000 smallholder farmers.
So far, we've been fortunate enough to empower 1,200 rural female farmers. And this is through either donation of hives, through training, and then being able to buy up the harvested product from these rural female farmers at economically fair prices.
Oluyemisi also says if female farmers are empowered, the sky becomes their springboard.
The women, when they are financially empowered, the first thing they think about is nutrition. Good food for my family. Good education for my children. Then you think of, my children have graduated, let me help set her up. That's all that comes to the mind of a woman.
In May 2023, Nigeria's Federal Executive Council approved the Women Economic Empowerment Policy, which was expected to help bring about optimal development across the country. However, experts say Nigerians can only celebrate if government walks the talk.
We've had the gender policy, we've even had the revised one. But largely some of those documents are beauty on paper. So until we begin implementation, and the implementation has to be across all levels of government, federal, states, and local government. And there should be synergy in planning and work. And we should have monitoring and evaluation. Without that, we just go to talk shops and talk to ourselves and feel good.
If you implement any policy with monitoring and evaluation, it gets to the targeted people. We must be able to put round pegs in round holes. We must be able to hold people responsible for whatever responsibilities they are given. This is the only way to guarantee that the intended recipient of anything gets it.
As we speak, I'm already using the little funds I have to empower the women. I'm bringing in, I'm arranging for roasting machine for roasting 500 fish a day. I'm going to give it to some people in Lagos where they have fish available, and some other states they have fish available. I'm getting in rice milling machines, 4 steps of rice milling machines. I'm going to increase the number of bags of rice the women could produce. That will give them more money, and that could equally bring down the price of rice. I don't really need so much to achieve some of these things. All it needs is a better organization.
The consensus then is that it is a collective responsibility to ensure female farmers in rural Nigeria benefit equally from their productivity while providing good food to be enjoyed by all. Vivian Oguche, Gist Nigeria.
Indeed, rural women play a key role in national development. What do you think about this story? Share your thoughts and pictures with us on X at Gist Nigeria TV. We'd like to hear from you.